Alright guys, so here's the review of the Orient Kamasu. So this is the second of two watches lent in to me by very kind subscriber John. If you haven't seen the first one, that was a Seiko SKX 007. I'll leave a link to that up here. Really interesting one if you want to check it out. But as for this one, let's get right down to it. So you can probably tell straight away there's something a little bit different with this, and that's that bracelet. So as you can see, it's on a Jubilee, and this is actually a Strapcode one. It's a Strapcode Super J. So you've got the fold over there, double pushers, nice milled clasp. You've also got solid end links on that as well. And overall, it is a really nice clasp. I can see why John's added this to it. I think it does just take it to another level. It's really comfortable, really solid. Plenty of micro adjust as well, as you can see. So overall, just a really nice clasp, really nice bracelet. And I think it does go quite well as well. If you're interested in picking one of these up, links will be down in the description as always. They won't actually be affiliate ones, but they'll be down there anyway. So as for the watch itself, as you can see, this is the green dial version. So let's get a zoom in on that, see it in a bit more detail. So it's a really, well, it looks almost blue in some lights. It's like an, I don't know what you'd call it, an aqua green maybe? Somebody probably knows the exact shade or what it is, but I'm going to call it an aqua green. So I'm not going to go into massive detail on this, because you've probably seen this reviewed quite a bit. So let's quickly go through it. We've got fully applied indices, nice applied logo at the top of there as well, with the Orient text underneath, and then automatic below that. Then we've got the water resistance at the bottom, 200 meters. I do like the date window on this though. I like the way they've separated out the day and the date. Just adds a little bit of interest, a little bit of extra detail. It's nicely done. And then you've got that red tip on the second hand. Just adds a little bit of colour, ties in with the logo as well. So overall, nice dial. So if we quickly zoom back out, let's check out the bezel action on this. So it's 120 click this, and it is really smooth. And rock solid as well. If I had one little gripe, I'd say the bezel is a little bit slippy, not the easiest to grip. Could do with being a little rougher, I guess. If anything, it's too nicely finished, so it's a little bit slippy. That being said though, it does line up perfectly, so that's always good. And then with the rest of the case, it's pretty simply done. So you've got polished sides, transition into a brush top, which kind of ties in with the brushing on the bracelet. Speaking of that bracelet as well, before I forget, as you can see, we've got a nice polished section in the centre there, which again just kind of matches well with the case, with the mixture of brushed and polished. And also, you can see we've got a nice sign crown there with the Orient logo. If I quickly show you that in action. So obviously you've got a screw down crown, pops out once, and then we can change the day and the date. Pull it out again. Second hand stop, so we've got hacking. So the movement in this, for those who know their Orients will probably know already, is the F6922. So not your NH35 as we tend to get in a lot of watches, especially on the ones I review. So something a bit different. And obviously push it back in, second hand re-engages. So it's got a 40 hour power reserve on this. Oh, forgot to mention as well, the bezel on this is aluminium bezel, so not ceramic. So something a little bit different than the usual ones I tend to see. And I have to be honest, I do actually quite like it. It makes a nice change. So quickly flip around to the back again. get a zoom in on that case back. So we've got nice design on the back there, and then we've got the usual kind of spec sheet around the outside. It's a screw down case back. It says we've got sapphire crystal, we'll be testing that in a minute. The fact that it's a Japanese movement. So stainless steel, 200 meters water resistant, usual stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary there. So now, let's quickly get onto the measurements. So we've got a thickness of 12.7mm, diameter of 41.5, which is a little unusual, and then we've got a lug width of 22. When it comes to the lug to lug, it is a really compact 46.5, but on this actual bracelet, as you can see, it does protrude a little bit past. So the effective lug to lug on this bracelet is about 51. But as I'll show you in a bit, it does actually wear nicely still, despite that. So now, let's check out whether we've got sapphire crystal as they claim. Using the trusty diamond selector too. And as you can see, yep, we have got sapphire crystal. So that's always good to see. Because I'm really not a fan of mineral crystal myself. It just scratches far too easily. So if I'm getting a watch, it's got to be sapphire really. So now, let's test out the Lume and see what that's like. So as you can see, it's looking alright already, but let's charge it up, give it a proper chance. And there we go. So as you kind of expect with Orient, got really nice Lume on that. Really evenly applied. No obvious issues. No patchiness. No indices brighter than others. And it stays at this level a really good amount of time as well. So, really good Lume. Definitely a plus. Definitely a good thing for this watch. So now, let's see what it's like on wrist. So, this is what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist. And like I say, with this bracelet, it is really, really comfortable. As you'd expect with the Jubilee style. Despite it being slightly longer with this bracelet, lug to lug wise, still wears really nicely. No issue with it being too big. So overall, I've really enjoyed checking this out. So thank you again to John. Really appreciate it. And don't worry, I'll be sending both of these back to you now. I know I've had them for quite a while. Sorry about that. But again, really appreciate it. You really helped the channel. So that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.